Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my new subscribers. I hope you guys are doing well. Your girl's back with another video, and today I have another special guest. Now guys, this is my big sister. She's a mother, she's a wife, she's an auntie, and she's just an amazing person. And I thought, do you know what? Let me come and sit down and just have a little chat with her. And can you please introduce yourself to my followers?
Hi guys, my name is Sifa. As my younger sister just said, I'm a mom, I'm a big sister, I'm a big auntie. I'm the child of God as well. And yeah, my name is Sifa. I'm a married. I've got lots of titles to be honest, but the main, I'm a mother, and yeah.
What was it like growing up as the older sister, even though you're not the oldest? But how was that for you? Looking after us or being a mother to us?
It's such a privilege, to be honest. I'm not like in the Bible, we say there's a twins. One was fighting to be the first, but I had that privilege. I'm the second born, and I had that privilege of being second born, playing the role of the firstborn as well, because I had to show a good role model for my younger sister. And yeah, it was such a lovely, and I think now I'm a mother of 3 kids. It's such a privilege because I started with you guys, looking after you when mom was a student, when mom was at work, and mom was preparing me, really, God was preparing me to be who I am now. And it was such a privilege to see, in all, I can say privilege to see you guys have grown and you become again a mom. I'm like now a kind of your sister, your mother, second mother, and grandma for your kids as well. Yeah.
So you turned 40 this year.
Oh yeah.
How do you feel? How is 40 looking like for you so far?
God has done a lot, and my 39 was that like a beginning of a breakthrough for me. And 40 is a number that God is changing my life. I've come a lot since 39 to 40. I've come a lot to being me, because I was just being a mom.
Yeah.
But this is me. I'm coming. Yeah.
You're finding out who you are.
I'm finding
and being yourself.
And standing in front of people without anyone. That's
having the confidence.
If you know, I've got dyslexia that people don't talk about. It is a taboo. And I was so scared. And then I'm that kind of person, just being me on my own bubble. But yeah, 39, I start coming out slowly. But 40, I think there's some change just happened to me. And I'm excited for what is coming up ahead of me. Wow. My life is a story, as you may know. 40, wow. It's by God's grace. And if I look back,
wow.
Yeah.
Did you always feel like you had to be responsible at a very young age?
Yes, definitely. Everyone, when I say my story, people want me to write a book, but I started looking after my sibling when I was 9 years old, caring of two siblings who had asthma. It's a massive responsibility, and that was in back home. And I remember when I met I was in Kinshasa, which we are from Congo, by the way, and my mom told me, I'm working, your dad is working. And my mom had to explain how to look after you. One is got both as asthmatic and what to do. So it was like a lot of pressure. And at the same time, don't forget you are a sick child as well. But I did my best by God's grace.
Yes.
Yeah. But it was a lot of pressure. But I love him. At the same time, I never... There was a certain time where you see your sibling are going to hospital and you are rushing with them and you're like literally praying for them at the same time. Yeah.
can you remember any time in your childhood something that, you know, made you happy? Yes, you had a lot of responsible, you had to be an adult at a very young age. Can you remember a moment or a memory of when you were young that made you happy? Something that made you happy when you were younger?
Looking after people in the hospital, being a carer. Yeah, that's make me. Ooh. There was a particular time my auntie was in the hospital and she loved me and she used to say, "You look like me." You look like me. And that was really, sorry, that really touched my heart. And I look after her really well. And each time I come and you could see how bright she will come. And yeah.
So do you remember when we first moved to the UK? How did you feel?
Ooh, it's a long story. Long story cut, I didn't want to move to UK because I found, and then again, we're going back again, I'm in spectrum and I've got dyslexia. And I used to hate being around people. And finding friends, I struggle, friendship. And my cousin back home, she was my best friend and she was everything. But now we need to move to a new country. You don't know
anybody, no friends,
and you don't know how to speak their
English.
language. And it's a lot going on, and I was only 17. And it's a lot going on in your head. You just came from war zone. You are asking a lot of questions. How am I going to cope? Yeah, all of this question before even you come even. So it was hard as a 17 years old. You still on your teen, don't forget that. But now you are asking yourself, am I going to find a friend? And I struggle with my speech.
Are they going to understand me?
Are they going to understand me? Yeah, you ask a lot of questions.
What was it like becoming a mom for the first time? How was that for you? How was the whole experience?
Oh, it was, what can I say? I remember because I gave birth by cesarean, I was looking at, I was like, wow, is that one mine? But it is because I've already have to look after other children before mine. So now I couldn't believe this is now mine.
That's your own.
My own. Because after you guys, I was looking after you and I have to look after other people there's a lot of family that I look after them. One of them I will never forget. All of the 3 kids were born and I'm the one look after them until 1 week before I got married. So and I look after them since they were baby. So now it's my own. I couldn't believe you are in that moment, you know, wow. And I was so excited at the same time, and that excited, and you can't wait to start that journey now with your own. But I didn't scared because I look after you really well.
So you were kind of
prepared myself really.
Wow. So how did your parenting style, has your parenting style changed since you've got 3 kids? How was that has that changed, or is it stay the same compared to your first one? Remember, you had your first child, that was your first seed, and then you had your second one, which was tough, and then you had your third one. Do you think that you've treated all of them the same, or do you think you kind of had to adjust some things?
Okay. Does it change? Yes, but I still treat them the same. Bear in mind now I've got 2 teenagers. And I have an 8 years old to 9. So it's a big challenge as well because the first one, she's 15. And the second one, 13. It's another challenge, 2 teenagers. And then the last one, she's trying to copy the sibling. But treating them, I'm still treating them the same. But different, yes, because before I was a full-time mom. A really full-time mom, didn't work at all. And now I'm now working at the same time. And it's not easy balancing. And don't forget, you're still a wife, and you're still you as well. It's what we forget.
Yeah.
We forget that we are ourselves as well. We need to treat ourselves as well, but we look after our
Others.
husbands and our children and other people around us, but we need to have the time of ourselves. From your question, definitely it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
I still have one-to-one with the kids. Sometimes I speak to them a lot. During the prayer time, we speak. That's our main. I think our family, we are based in Christianity, not Christianity, but God
And
first.
God, yeah.
That's the main. But changing, yes, because we've got 2 teenagers now. We need to know how to speak to them. And then we have another one who's 8, trying to copy them.
Yeah.
So being motherhood is not easy, but by God's grace, we are doing okay.
So you mentioned that you have 3 kids. You have 2 girls and 1 boy, and your son is autistic. Can you kind of tell us your son's journey and how you feel as a mother raising an autistic child?
Wow, we've been through a lot with my son's journey. Beginning, it started when he was 1, is where I started learning about autism. And because every child development is different.
Yes.
But for my son, he couldn't call mom or dad by 1, and he couldn't face someone's, like, literally looking at you. He couldn't
give eye contact.
No. And he was slow. So for me, I thought it's just a slow the way he development. But they start telling us that your son is autistic, and I was in that doubt, and I don't know now. If I go back, I could blame myself why I didn't even read the meaning of autism.
Yeah.
But I didn't bother about that. But the good thing is I was going to see everyone, and until there was a particular time he ended up calling me mom dad at the age of 2.5, mom. And then, but it was hard beginning as a mother. You literally, he will be crying, and if he's not happy, he will be crying for more than 6 hours. So as a mother, you are asking what is going on. I will go with the health visitor. They will send us other places. And at the same time, he was a sick child. Bear in mind, they had to operate him when he was 2 years old. They had to operate his tonsillitis and adeotomy. You have, I call it like that, on his nose. You have, and this boy is a miracle. At the same time, I remember the doctor came and said, because the tonsillitis was really big, it closed his vocal.
So it blocked even trying to speak.
So when they remove it is where he starts now coming up. But it was a long journey. But what I encourage other parents, when you see that kind of things, yes, pray. Definitely, we are Christian. Pray and act. That means you are praying God to do miracle. At the same time, you are acting. You are going to search for help. Because I had to do it. I had to go for search for help. I had to go to speech language. They had to keep looking after him there, and then they had to be diagnosed. So our son ended up being diagnosed when he was in year 5.
Wow.
Which came officially. And I remember when it came officially, I was crying, and my mom, as my African mom,
was that a cry of joy, or was that a cry of relief that finally I understand what is happening to my son?
Cry of joy. At the same time, cry of joy, and at least now we know what to do with him.
How to deal with him.
Yeah. And I thank God it's not the severe. Long time ago, they used to call, they used to have lots of different, but each child is unique. Each autistic child is unique. But for him, it's not severe, it's mild.
Okay.
But he's now doing fine. He's speaking, he's more clear as well. Yeah. As they call it, used to call it Asperger's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so like we're both Congolese. We're in our community a lot, not just like in a Congolese community. Let's just say African community.
Yes.
A lot of parents are really struggling to accept that their kids have been diagnosed as having autism or other neuro that was
Diversity.
diversity
Yeah.
development issues that they have. What advice would you give to these parents?
I know it's hard.
Mm,
I know it's hard. It took us, me and my husband, ages. And you find in a relationship, husband and wife, one will accept, one is beginning, both of you want to accept it. Both of you, because yeah, both of you won't accept it. And then at the end, one need to stand. And when one stands, another one is going to be hard again to accept, especially in our African community, because it's something taboo. People don't talk about it, my dear. God is there. Yes, we believe God do miracle. God, I don't know if we say God do miracle or God does, there's a miracle. God is our God who's miracle working God. But at the same time, we need to do action.
Yes.
Faith, I always say, autism and faith goes together. You are praying for me. I used to go and praying, interceding for the speech and language therapy. God, whenever I put the feet, I'm like, God, I'm putting my feet here. Lord, you're going to use them. At the same time, I was doing action at home as well. Whatever they will give me, I will come and do action. My son stammers. My son have lack of eye contact, but now because he's teenagers start improving. And what else I didn't know, my son was suffering with where there's a lot of people. He used to cover. So one day, literally, we were going, it was my birthday, I remember, we were going somewhere, and the noise of a car, my son had to put tissue literally in his ears and then grab his hands and cover it and screaming, I can't. And that triggered me. I'm like, this is a new stuff again. What is going on? So I had to go to the GP, and the GP explained this is how some children react. And I didn't even know. I used to see him doing that, and then lack of eye contact. He used to have that 99%. He won't look at you at all. 90, probably he always say, I've got 99%. I don't look eye contact like I'm looking at you like this. But the more you start speaking to him, and for me as a parent, he will be talking to people, and some people won't be even interested for him, and then he will go. As a parent, I used to feel like, oh God, what is going on? But let me encourage someone. Listen, in the Bible, there was Moses. Moses struggled to speak, even when God called him. He said, I don't know how to speak. I don't know how to speak. And God knew he doesn't know how to speak. He stammers. But God had to take his brother Aaron. I think we say that. Aaron had to be there to support Moses. Listen, parents, you are the Aaron of these children. You are Aaron of these children, supporting them because they need your support. Yes, those people will help them, but they need your support. Your support will be going with them to speech and language. Go. If you haven't been diagnosed, search, go to school. My son, I will come and see, this is a new attitude. And I will go to the teacher. The teacher will be like, oh, we'll do this activity. My son, when he was in nursery, they had to give us a card, and they used to tell us to do like, because he didn't have any words, sign language. But I couldn't do sign language. It was so hard. I had to leave, and then I had to find another way to help him. But at the end, year 1, year 2, then there was a lot of things come. I will go to the teacher. The teacher will be like, when you are going to speech and language, tell them, and then they would tell me this, we need to help you. And truly speaking, they helped him until last year. They signed him off. Wow. The journey was long. I cried, but my prayer was, God, I want them to find something.
Yes.
But that's every day I always say, autism goes with faith and action. When we are sick, we don't just stay at home.
Yeah. And wait to be healed.
And she go, God, you're gonna do it. No. We take paracetamol and we pray for it. Or we go to the GP. At the same time, we are praying for it.
Yes.
It's exactly. If God is allowing us, I remember long time when they call me, they say they're gonna diagnose him. And I cry. I say, finally, we are nearly there.
Yeah.
And I remember I said to God, why me? It doesn't mean I never pray. When I was young, I struggled with my speech. I remember I did the prayer. I said, God, I cut this chain of issue with speech in my family. Neither my children will have it. But and God told me, I gave you this son because I know you will understand him more
than anyone else.
Yeah. And this child will go beyond your imagination. And this child is not yours, it's mine. You know, when you just say, and then I say, amen, God.
Wow.
So we, as a parent who have special needs children, we are the heaven of. As Moses needed someone to encourage, it's us family.
Exactly. As you said, I think as a parent as well, you need to like look at signs, early signs of what you said, because sometimes a lot of parents are missing signs when the children could have literally start getting support from early age, but because sometimes we parents are so distracted, or maybe we just don't want to, we're not bothered, and you're really ruining your kids' life. So parents, do better for your kids and allow them to get the support they need.
Yeah, the only thing you can see is eye contact.
Yeah.
If they have toy, they keeping lining up,
playing with the same toy and the same routine.
And if you try to change, and they like keeping routine, you try to change their routine, you're in trouble with them.
I see.
Because with my son, he used to have a bag, and in that bag, he knew what is inside. When you try to remove it, you're in trouble with him. So it's like a routine, a pattern of toy lining up, or it doesn't look at any eye contact, or he's still babbling at that age where he was not supposed to babble. So you do action. Ask health visitor.
Yeah.
Why is my son like this? They're gonna guide you
to the right
people. Or the teacher, if the teacher come and say, Mrs. Son, we've seen your son this. Don't, if you are doubting, just okay, pray and listen to them, because if they start early intervention, it's gonna be good, because when we need to think, we've done already our life, we need to prepare their life as well.
Exactly.
It's what we forget. We think it's just our children. We need no. We need to think about their future. For me to be, I was knocking everywhere, because I knew my son in few years time, he's gonna go to high school, and I have to know which high school he has to go
to. Yeah. So how can friends and family support parents who have, autistic children? What kind of support can we offer to those who are going through hard time raising kids with autism?
One, first, as I'm a Christian, prayer is what's helped me, because mentally it's not easy. And as we said here, each child is unique. Some kids, they don't talk at all until, and some kids, they are so verbal, but not verbal, aggressive sometimes. Some kids, autism, it's massive varied or subject, and each child, each individual is special. That's why you see they say special needs children, because each individual is got different case, and we need to support, speaking to their mother, trying to their parents, you friend, or when you see, try to. I had the privilege I had back where we were living before. If I'm going to appointment, and someone could help me looking after my son, even though my son will be crying. It's not easy, and by the person, God bless him, God bless the family, really look after. And my family, literally, they were number one, supporting me every day. When I come to my parents, my mom will make sure I have my me time as well.
Yeah, calling them, just speaking to them, even just offering to babysit, things like that. And also to other people, just don't be judgmental of parents that have, autistic children, because they're really going through a lot. The last thing they want is someone saying, oh, this person's child is doing this, even not even knowing what they are going through,
especially in the shopping.
So let's just stop being too judgmental. So as you mentioned before that you suffer with dyslexia, how was that for you? When were you diagnosed of having dyslexia?
I was diagnosed when I was 36.
Wow.
But since I was young, my parents knew I was different with my siblings.
In what sense?
Back home, when you go to school, you do your exam, you fail. And then others are going forward, they pass. But me, I didn't know how to write properly. Anything the tutor will teach, it will come in my brain and then goes. So I'm not good with my memory. I struggle. If you ask me what is my number until now, literally I can't memorize my number. I start not long ago, I think this year or last year. But writing sometime, even now I still struggle. So since I was young, really, it's really affected me first because I start comparing myself to my sibling. It took me ages to accept myself. By the time the diagnosis hasn't happened, but my parents knew there was something in me. They don't like forcing me to. They tried for me to go to college
to support,
but I couldn't cope. My assignments when I came here, someone had to do. I've got idea in my head, but I don't know how to
put it down in words, like writing it.
I had to contact either my sibling, or I had to tell, like, now my sibling, bless, my younger sister, always there for me, and my daughter will come and help. But I struggle.
So how has that affected your work? What do you do for work? Since we're that path, what do you do for work?
I'm a support living. I'm a support worker. But when I was young, I wanted to be a teacher.
And how come you want to be a teacher now? What happened? Would you say because of the way you communicate, the fact that you struggle with communication at the very young age, did that affect
me? Yes.
Your dream of being a teacher?
Yes. And I struggle with my reading. I struggle with my writing. I struggle because when you go to uni or being to college, you have to put all the stuff they've teach you, and you have to write, for example, assignments. You have to do. When I see my daughter writing 100 words, I'm like, oh, wow. But this, I can't cope. And when I can't cope, I feel anxiety on me.
Yes.
And at work, I've got such a good team where I am now. My manager know about it. I'm more practical than that's me. I'm more practical than putting stuff. if, for example, calling people, I hate texting. Some dyslexic people can tell you some love texting, but I love leaving voice rather than texting or calling someone. But I can't text. If people see me text, that means it's my daughter. I'll call. I'll say I've got this. I want to say this, and she's the one gonna help me. But I'm more calling people. Yeah, but at work it's affecting me because I'm a carer as well. I'm support living. You have lots of paperwork to do. So it's with lots of paperwork to do, you end up literally finding you have to write. And then you're like, oh no, I need to write. And you start panic. And then thank God some of my colleague comes help me.
To help you, yeah.
So now because I've been with them for a year, so I memorize what we do. So it's take on me. And then I will write. I will try to write if I struggle with what I want to say. For example, an example, like I didn't know that I was writing dining wrong. So and then I came and asked, can you show me how to spell it? Yeah.
But I think as your little sister, I think you've come really far. I feel like since you got diagnosed,
Yes.
I feel like that weight that you had in your shoulder kind of literally lifted.
Yes.
Now you kind of understand why you do certain things. For example, the one thing I can say is washing dishes. The way you wash dishes, my God help us all. But we understand it because since you've been diagnosed, we kind of know what it is now and why you do the things you do. And I believe same with work. And I believe at your own family as well, your husband, your kids understand you better than before.
Yeah, I think I've got particular routine, and in my particular routine, I can do, and I'm too slow.
Yeah,
I'm too slow. Like washing dishes, I try. Remember, I went somewhere. I'm like, oh my God, I need to do quick. I couldn't, and I was putting my pressure on myself. But the way I wash dishes is different. The way I do my stuff, I remember washing clothes. I do the different way, and when I find other people are doing, I'm like, no, why?
That's not how you
do it. The way is because it's already like a routine in my head, and if I try to change it, like I'm putting pressure. And truly speaking, as you said, when I went for the diagnosis, it was like finally, it was like a breakthrough, because that breakthrough, I stopped asking myself, why me?
Why am I different?
Because you think you are in that small bubble on your own, and you think there's no other people who suffer with dyslexic. So when you end up going there, I was going to college. My husband was like, you need to go to college now. The kids are grown. You try to think about future. Because I wanted to go to be a teacher. But and then I say, I need to have GCSE. I need to do that. So I say, let me try with my English and math. Arriving there, and then I say to them, I've got dyslexic. But then at college, they didn't diagnose properly. And then the lady was like, oh, okay, let's diagnose. And then straight away she said, oh, you've got a higher level of dyslexia. And then she just said, do you know that you are in spectrum? I say, oh yeah, my mom used to say I'm different.
What does that mean for those?
For spectrum means you have autism.
Like a tendency, or you have like a chance of
autism.
Okay.
So she said to me to go to the GP. But the GP was like, oh no, probably you are stressed, you are depressed. It's what people forget, that as women, we like hiding.
Okay.
Since young. But men, boys, it's easy to detect. They don't notice, and it's easy for, and you'll end up finding there's a lot of people coming out nowadays being diagnosed with autism at the age of 50, at the age of 40, at the age of 60, because now they will know when they look back, oh yeah,
no one that was doing I was doing that. Yeah, no one that was acting kind of
exactly weird. And it's happened for me when they diagnosed it. I was 36. Literally, I cried. If you know me, I'm a sensitive person.
Yeah.
I literally cry of a breakthrough finally, because it came, in particular in my marriage, it came like a small conflict. Why me? Why me? Why I start literally compare myself to my sibling, and starting my older sister and finishing my younger sister Sarah. Like comparing. I was seeing everyone, in French we say higher level.
You feel like everyone was doing better than you. No?
Yeah, like yeah,
Inferior.
yeah, I was the lower. I was like in everyone. Everyone was higher than me, and I was the lowest. And the point, my life, I was putting myself lower, like nobody, like nothing, literally.
Wow.
But when the diagnosis came, like a breakthrough, and I remember last year, oof, sorry, I remember last year when, sorry guys,
It's okay. Don't say
last
sorry.
year when I went for the first time without anyone. I came out of this country, UK, go to another country without anyone. And I was, since 2002 we came, and I was the
Never
only
traveled.
one. All of my siblings travel, including my kids. But that one was first time. And my parents were so panicking. I think we
were all panicking, like, is she going to manage? Is she going to? It was just a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was too much. But I had to say, no, Sifa, you can do it. You can. And when I start looking at other people's video who have dyslexia, how they put everything like routine, and then I did my routine, which worked. And this year was my second time traveling without anyone again.
Is that when we went to France?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And this one was a big challenge as well, because I had to change another place. That was a big scare. I remember my brother was calling me, where are you now? I'm like, so everyone again. And which the good thing, when you have support.
Yes.
When you have a good support, my dear, you're blessed. And that's, again, I'm back again with Moses and Aaron. Aaron had to support Moses, including God. It doesn't mean God is not there. We go back again. God is still there, but God is gonna put you to a good people. And I'm such a blessed to have my family who are always there supporting me. When I was down, compare myself, my husband say, I wish your sibling could know. I think they will hate you, Sifa. But breakthrough came when they diagnosed. And literally, I can say since my diagnosis, I feel it for myself, for my job. I rank for the work, like our work where I'm working. You have to ring GP. It's like a breakthrough.
You have more confidence.
Yeah, you've built,
you believe in yourself,
and people don't like putting the name, but for me it was a release. And how now, and then a release, and how you need to work yourself to make sure you are, how can I say, to make
you're staying on track.
And you are make sure, okay, they say this, but I need to work myself. I need to be my best now. I need to do best for myself now.
So what advice would you give to people who are living with those who have dyslexia, or maybe those who have not been diagnosed yet? What advice would you give to them?
People who are like me, you are different. If God created the world the same color, the world would be boring, literally boring. But we all are unique, and the world need us as autism. If you look in the world, those people who are working, probably they have a slice of autism.
Yeah.
They probably they have dyslexic. But when you look at them, wow, they are shivering. How do you say? They are shining.
They're striving.
Yeah, there we go. They're striving. Yeah. And advice is, you're not on your own. You are not on your own. Go, if you struggle, go and search. Just Google dyslexic, you will see there's a lot of community, lot of the people who can help. And you ask them, and you have just Google dyslexic, and then it's gonna give you those people who will help you to find yourself and to be diagnosed. Mine, I had the privilege to go to college, but if you Google just dyslexic, they will help you. Yeah, you will find support. And only thing, you're not on your own. We are powerful people as well on the world, and the world need us.
Yes,
we know how to organize stuff, because and even though you are dyslexic, each and every individual have a gift that God gave. I don't know how to write, I don't know how to read, but I'm more practical. That's me, looking after people. It's what my mom saw in me, and my mom encouraged. It's exactly for a parent who have a child who has autism, trying to check what is a child is strong. Some children, especially boys, they're so strong in math. Some children are so strong in technology. Some children are so strong in train, but literally every child is unique. But focus with
something
they are so interesting about it. You don't know tomorrow what it's gonna bring, but you are not on your own. Don't ask yourself, why me? God created you unique in His image, not your mother's image, but in His image. And as I say, the Bible say, I knew before even you were knitted your mother. God knew you're gonna have that, but don't give up. Don't give up. My breakthrough came on when I was 36, being diagnosed. And literally, if I tell you, from that until now 40, I've done my application from without my husband being there. Yes, I struggle, but I always have help. If I struggle, I'll call. You have family, call. I'm struggle here. They will help you. If you have friends, call them. Tell them, no, I struggle with writing. I struggle with this. They will. If you have a good friend, good friends will support you no matter what.
Like, don't be afraid to seek for help. I'm sure there's loads of communities out there who are willing to help you to overcome what you're going through.
Don't embarrass yourself that you don't know how to write. I struggle with my reading, I struggle to understand, because I always call my sister, what did you say here? The question is here. And she will try to explain, bless her, she will try. I remember my husband had to sit with me. One question, he explained, but I couldn't understand. He tried to explain at the end. I was like, let me help.
So what's the biggest life lesson that you've gained since you've turned 40? What's one the biggest lessons you've gained since you've turned 40?
Being me. Being me. This is my 40 means I need to focus on myself. And focus my family. I'm always there, but my 40 is focusing myself first. Sometimes I've been mom for 15 years. I focus on them, and then my sibling. Now it's my time of loving. I'm learning how to love myself, and second, how to be more close to God. And what really this year I've achieved was to drive.
That's your goal?
My goal is to drive.
I would, yes, I think since you've turned 40, I can see that you're really taking care of yourself. I feel like you spent a lot of time just looking after others from other people, and then you having your own kids. You actually focus so much on your kids, and I can agree with you. I feel like now is when you should focus on yourself, because sometimes I feel like when you become a parent or a mother, we tend to let go of ourselves and just focus on others. Some people literally lose who they are because of just being a mother. And just seeing you as my big sister, I feel like you've really come a long way. I'm really happy. I'm just I don't know what to say to her, but I feel like I'm so happy to just see how you're glowing as well. Like just seeing you, the amount of confidence you have in yourself, you're able to speak without saying, "Oh, I can't say this. It is going to sound wrong." You have so much confidence, and I'm just so grateful to see how that is going for you. And I pray that may God continue to just bless you with more wisdom, more knowledge, and what's the other word? Understanding. And
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to see what God has for you.
Yeah, another thing was I want to my 40 to talk, to come out of my. I think all this time I was like, I love butterfly. I saw myself like a cocoon. A cocoon that is in that, and then God is transforming. And now 40 means I need to fly. Flying means I need to speak about it. I've got lots of story, but yeah, I need to go and talk about it. People to be awareness, to have that awareness, especially faith with autism, faith with dyslexia is another story will come out.
We'll come back again. Yes, definitely.
But faith, act, because they say knock and the door will open to you. When you have that faith, yes, God has healed you, yes, but you have to go and look for help as well.
Yes.
And because God created them as well, don't forget that. So but this for me is like, yes, thank you for what you say. It's my confidence I've built a lot, but this time is for me to come out and speak. And thank you for inviting me. We've planned a lot.
No, because we planned this for a long time. I think every single year we just keep talking about the same thing, and finally we have had the chance to sit with you.
Yeah.
And before we round up, what advice would you give to your younger self if God gave you another second chance to go back to when you were younger? What advice would you give to yourself?
Love myself. Yeah, love myself. If I look back, yeah, it's a lot. First is for me is loving myself. That's my main. Stop comparing yourself to others, because that really took me ages for me. But now for me is look ahead, but stop comparing yourself. That's me. And but loving.
Well, this has been amazing.
Thank you.
I think some of you that will be watching this, I hope you guys have learned something, especially about raising an autistic child. Don't be hard on yourself. Seek for help. There's loads of communities out there that you can, go to, and even research online. Surround yourself with people that are going to support you, encourage you. And don't be hard on parents or mothers who are taking care of autistic children, because it's not easy. It's very hard. As my sister just said, her experience, how it wasn't easy at the beginning, but now that her son has really developed so well, is very smart. If you see my nephew, he's very smart. Like, you even know that he has a problem, but he's very smart. So thank you so much to my sister for allowing me to interview her. And I pray that may God continue to bless you with many more years, and I pray for more blessing to fall upon you.
Amen.
And to everyone watching, thank you for watching. And very soon we'll see my sister again, so we can talk about something different. And yeah, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next week for another video. Bye.